Hey fam, it's your girl AP. If you are new to my channel, I talk everything money management, lifestyle vlogs, and parenthood. So in this video though, I wanted to talk about some simple ways that you can improve your life going into 2023. All right, so I don't know about you, but the year 2022 has been a different kind of year. I would describe my year as the year of want, the year of OMG, basically. I can't believe that just happened. I don't know how you would describe your year, but I want us to focus on our mental health. I want us to focus on happiness and ways that we can improve those things, our lifestyle going into 2023. Now I understand life is going to happen and things are going to come at us from different ways, and some things are unpredictable, and that's okay. But even in that moment of unpredictability, I want you to always remain calm and remember that if you got through that last situation, you know, despite how hard that last situation was, that you can get through whatever situation may come at you now and going forward into the future, okay? Be encouraged. I know it's hard to just say be encouraged and, you know, have faith and all that, but it is possible. You know, always try to stay, this is not even a list yet, this is just the pre-list. You know, try to stay positive. I try to do that. You know, try to have your affirmations. I just did a video on that one. But, you know, it's all about your view, your take on things. If you want to, you know, view things as like, oh, woe is me, then oh, woe is you is going to happen. But, you know, even in the midst of when something does happen and you do that, oh, woe is me, it's okay to do that. Give yourself permission to do that. Just don't stay there. You know, free yourself. I'm giving you permission to free yourself and allow yourself to cry, to grieve, to be angry, to be sad, to be whatever emotion you need to be. But then don't stay there. Like, move on. You can't just stay there because that's not healthy mentally and physically. Some people don't even eat. Some people don't even get up and shower. But I don't want you to stay there. I want you to have your moment so that, you know, you can process whatever you're going through, and then let's move forward, okay? All right, so let's just jump into the list now. As we go into 2023, I want to ask you, like, what are you willing to change? Are you like one of those people like, well, this is me, this is how I'm gonna be, I'm not gonna change, and blah blah blah, right? If you are one of those people, I want to encourage you to like pull back on that a little bit, because change is good. Not saying like totally change who you are, but we have to evolve as people, and you can't always be that, well, this is me, I'm not going to change, this is how I am, they need to accept me for me. Don't be like that. Don't have a hardened heart like that, because so much more can be open unto you if you just open up yourself and open up your mind and be free to learn different things, even about yourself, okay? So one thing you can do going into 2023 is we're gonna like declutter our phones, okay? So what does that mean? There are a lot of different apps on your phone that you probably do not even use. There are even a lot of photos or videos. If you're not using the videos, you can, and you still want them, you can store them on a hard drive. Regarding your pictures, you can print them out. I just did that. I try to do that like every year so that I can free up more space in my phone. Go through your emails and start deleting emails that you do not read or they're not useful to you anymore, okay? So let's just start with our phone, because our phone is always in our hands, right? So with the pictures, we're gonna either print them out, or you can send them to a hard drive, as long, you know, as well as the videos, send them to a hard drive to save them, because, you know, we like to latch on to things, and that's okay. But let's save them and free up our phone, get rid of apps that you're not using, and delete emails, okay? Let's move on to number 2. Begin to get into a routine. Now, for me, it's kind of difficult. Well, I'm not gonna say that. It's probably like this for you too, because the time changed and now it's getting dark earlier and your mind is like, go to sleep, and it's like 5 o'clock and you feeling like it's like midnight. All right, but even with that, let's try to get into a routine. I'm getting ready to go back to work, and so I have to get into a routine that is consistent for my life, consistent for my family, so that I can still, you know, do my goals when I can. I can't just get home and just like not do anything. I want to get into a routine, even if it's for whomever. Wake up at a certain time, whatever that time is for you. You know, read, meditate, whatever it is, drink your coffee. Get into your routine, go throughout your day. And even if you're like working at 8 to 5 and you get off, have your routine when you get off. And I understand some things, they come and you're like, where did this come from? Like, I wasn't expecting this, it's throwing off my routine. But even with that, be able to bounce back into your routine, even if it's going at nighttime, you know, having your ritual of like taking a bath, you know, something simple like reading a book before you go to bed. But, you know, try to set up routines as we go into 2023, and that will actually help you mentally too. And be okay with if something like throws you off, because life does that. Don't let it like shake up your whole world. Be okay with that, but then just flow right back into your routine. All right, so now let's go to number 3. Number 3 like falls into like the having a routine. I want to encourage you to shut off your social media after a certain time. Being exposed to so much on the internet can just cloud your mind. Yes, there's a lot of useful information on the internet, but there's also some things that, you know, some people get depressed because they're on the internet so much and they're seeing what other people's lives look like. And not saying that this can happen before you shut your phone off, but try to limit your social media in general, because you don't want it to consume your life. I can accomplish more if I get off my phone. But I like to look at different YouTubers, different people on my Instagram, you know, just to see how they're doing things regarding even with YouTube and vlogging and learning different things, financial. I love looking at that, but I still need to have a certain amount of time that I do that. Then I have to shut it off so that I can focus on my goals. So I want to encourage you to shut off social media after a certain time. So the next thing I want you to do going into 2023, because y'all know I'm all about that budgeting and saving your money and all of that lifestyle. I want you to assess your finances. Where are you? Are you where you want to be regarding the money that you have in your bank account, the money that you've been saving, the money that you've invested? I want you to like take note of your checking account. Some people don't even want to check their checking account balances or even open their mail. I want to encourage you to let go of that fear and face the reality, face the numbers. I had to do that in 2017 and it did hurt. I was like, But after I had my moment, I was like, you know what? I got to do better than this. And since I realized that I had to do better than this, I've been doing better than that. And I want to encourage you too to check your numbers daily, track your spending so you can get to where it is that you're trying to go, because debt, that's not normal. I mean, some people think that it's okay to have debt, but debt can be like debilitating and can cause stress and anxiety and fear and all of that. But if you're facing your numbers and you're seeing where you are, you know, you're like, I can make a change. And it's not going to happen overnight. Don't get me wrong. It is not going to happen overnight. It took me a minute to get it together. But once you get there and you're on that road of like budgeting and saving, you're going to get excited because you're going to see change in your life. You're going to be able to pay for different things, vacations and different things for like with cash. It can happen. Single mom here and I'm paying things with cash. If I can do it, you can do it too, because I'm going to encourage you along the way. All right, the next one. I want to encourage you as we go into the new year to go outside. I want you to do something that you've never done before. I want you to go for walks. I want you to like go on like Groupon and find a different activity that you've never done before. And Groupon is a great way to do that. And they have sales. And just click on something that seems interesting to you that you've never done before. It's something outside the box, okay? I want you to, like, even with my Vlogmas that's coming up, I want you to watch those videos now. You're gonna see some different things the AP is gonna be doing, and it's so outside my box. And it's gonna be fun because I want, for me personally, I don't wanna leave this earth and just be like, well, I only did X, Y, Z, and I haven't experienced life. God gave us this life for a reason. He wants us to experience it. And we can't do that if we're just staying in the house, We have to go out, get some fresh air, go for a walk, smell the air, go, see nature. So on your to-do list going into 2023, I want you to say, I'm going to do something new. If it's not once a month, if it's like every 3 months, I want you to experience something new. Another thing that a lot of people probably don't talk about much is I want you to interact with your friends. Now, I mean your real friends, that circle of trust that you have. Don't shut yourself off to your friends, but rather go out and, you know, go to brunch, go do something with your friends. It doesn't have to cost a lot of money because of course it has to fit into our budget, but I do want you to like interact with your friends. If you want them to come over and just have a cup of coffee and just sit and talk about different things, I want you to do that. I don't want you to be so into yourself that you're not interacting with people, because you can learn a lot from different people just by talking to them. And if they're your friends, I know they care about you and I know that they love you and they want to spend time with you too. I have a certain friend, like we would go out once a month. We would pick restaurants off of TikTok and we would go once a month. Now I know life happens and you can't go out with all your friends at one time, because then like time would just go away. But set aside some time for different friends so that you can like interact with them and you can feed off each other and just love on one another. Take that into 2023. Schedule a time to rest. Now, we as humans schedule so much stuff, unless you're just living that I'm just gonna live my life day to day, not have any kind of plan kind of life. But if you're a scheduler like me, if I can schedule different things, I can schedule a time to rest. And that means like even if you want to take a nap, you know, set a time to do that. I remember in college, that was like the best time when I would take my naps. It was after my morning classes and between, you know, it was time for me to go to my evening classes. That was a good time. So like even on Sundays, I try to have my rest time between 3 and 5. Schedule your rest time. Schedule exercise time. Schedule whatever it is that you need in your life to improve your life going into 2023. Let's talk about decluttering. Let's not take all this junk into 2023. Now, when I say decluttering, yes, for the most part, I am talking about items in our home, in our life that we do not use. That's the obvious, right? Recently, I had a garage sale. You can check out that video. And I got rid of things. And to me, it's like, if it doesn't add value to my life, why is it here? It has to go. So I'm still decluttering things this month of November. Each day, you'll see it on my Instagram. I'm posting that I am taking away one thing a day to declutter my life. And I want to continue that because we can't take all this stuff with us if we go to the next life. Now, I'm not saying I'm about that one life. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not saying don't have things, but don't let the things consume you. Now, as you're decluttering, you're taking away things, but also declutter your mind regarding like negative thoughts. If there's something that you're thinking bad about yourself or about somebody else, let that go in this year. Let's not take that into 2023. We can be intentional with our forgiveness and just say, I'm going to move forward. You know, even if that person has not apologized to me, it's okay. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to let it go. So we're going to declutter the items in our life, and we're going to declutter negative thoughts. We're going to declutter unforgiveness, hatred, anger, all anxiety. All of that has to go going into 2023. And lastly, fam, I want you to brain dump. Now you're probably thinking, AP, what do you mean? All right, so before you go to bed, now, first of all, this can actually start throughout the day, because I know me, when I'm at work and I'm cleaning teeth, all these thoughts, you know, pop into my head regarding like creativity and things that I can do once I get off work. Even if it's a to-do list, write it down, because if you don't, it will escape from you. At nighttime, before you go to bed, a lot of people can't go to sleep properly because they're thinking about all of this stuff. But if you write it down, have a notebook with you at all times. Write things down so that you can get it out of your mind and you can free yourself. You'll be able to sleep much better if you just release it, put it on paper, pick it back up the next day. You can itemize it, like what is important here on this list. You can get to it and it's okay. When you're brain dumping, you're not feeling overwhelmed because you're releasing everything. Doesn't that sound great? Let's release things going into 2023. Are you with me? Are you up for this challenge? All right, because I'm up for the challenge myself, and I want to encourage you as I'm doing these things. I believe that all of the things that I mentioned are achievable. We just have to take it in baby steps. Just never never give up. Even if you fall off track with something in life, never give up, okay? I believe in you. So I want to thank you for watching this video. If you found value in it, please hit the thumbs up button and share it with somebody else that may be encouraged by this video. And I will see you guys in the next one. You take care. Peace.